Do you ever feel like life is meaningless? Do you ever get excited but it only lasts for like 2 seconds? Do you ever feel happy and fulfilled one day and the next day you're down in the dumps? Have you ever wanted something for so long but when you finally get it, you're already wanting something else, something new? Do you ever feel like your ventures and achievements don't really mean anything?
Ouch.
Do you ever ask yourself, why am I even doing what I do? Why am I even working so hard? What is the point of all of this? Those days when you feel lethargic and empty, even though you've been sleeping well, eating well, but there's still this weariness in your soul. Those long days when you don't have anything to look forward to, when life for you is just basically killing time. When you're generally doing fine, you're doing great, but there's still something missing. Those days when you've been praying and waiting for something, but it feels like it's never gonna come, and you feel like life is pointless. Those days when you get anxious about what's next. So after I achieve this goal, what's next? After that, and after that? Why do I even set goals in the first place? Why am I even here? Everything is meaningless. You can actually find this statement in the Bible, particularly in the book of Ecclesiastes. In Ecclesiastes, the author rants about... Let me tell you more about it. In Ecclesiastes, the author tells about the rants of a teacher, and some say it's the wise King Solomon, who rants that everything in life is utterly meaningless. The teacher says that wisdom is meaningless. The more you know, the more you don't know. And sometimes the more you know, the greater your burden. Even if you're wise, life can still play you for a fool. And even if you're wise, you're not guaranteed a smooth sailing life. The teacher also says that toil is meaningless. Why do we even work so hard? Why do people work to the point of exhaustion, even to the point of burnout? So you can live a good life, so you won't have trouble getting the stuff you like, so you live a comfortable and pleasurable life, because who doesn't want that, right? But a lot of people might be able to relate to what the teacher said in chapter 2, verses 10 to 11. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my labor, and this was the reward for all my toil. Yet when I surveyed all that my hands had done, and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. Sometimes, no matter how much we get or achieve the stuff we want, we still feel empty. And it would seem like the pleasures were only meant to distract us from the void in our hearts. No matter how much money we earn and save, how come it never feels like it's enough? Like you always want more. Chapter 5 verse 10 says, "Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income." This too is meaningless. Money does have that addictive factor in it. For a lot of people, money is the main motivation. But do you ever wonder how billionaires would spend their money? Seriously, nobody needs that much money in a lifetime. And it's not like you can take your money with you when you die. And obviously, everybody dies, but the tricky thing is that you don't know when you're gonna die. And this is one of life's greatest mysteries, along with why do bad things happen to good people? And why are a lot of rich people and accomplished people still lonely and empty? One day you're here, the next day you're gone. You don't even know if you're going to be here tomorrow. And the pandemic has demonstrated this truth for many of us. Literally anything can happen, and your life is not in your hands. So what's the point of living if everything is meaningless anyway? What's the point if we can't control our lives and we're all going to die anyway? When it's just a cycle of seasons beginning and seasons ending, and there's nothing new. When nothing seems to be enough and life seems like a never-ending quest for something you can't even comprehend. Hear me out. When you have a personal relationship with the Lord, life is never meaningless. There may be days when you feel like so, but the truth is, life is only meaningless when it's lived apart from God. Trust me, I've lived a life apart from God and near God, and the difference is everything. And this may seem like an exaggeration, but life apart from God is just like a maze, an unending maze that just leads to unending misery. It's like chasing after the wind. And the void in my heart never gets filled because only my Creator can fill it. Maybe you feel like life is meaningless because you feel like you don't have a purpose, but that's not true. God did give you a purpose, you just don't know what it is. I'll talk more about this topic in a future video. And as for the question, how come rich people still get sad and how come money seems to never be enough? Let's read chapter 6 verse 2. God gives some people wealth, possessions, and honor so that they lack nothing their hearts desire, but God does not grant them the ability to enjoy them, and strangers enjoy them instead. So it's actually a gift from God, not only to have wealth, but to be able to enjoy it.
Wow.
So, if the rich die and the poor die just the same, if the wise die as well as the fools, and we don't even know when, if the righteous suffer, yet the wicked live prosperous lives, and if no amount of riches or accomplishments can satisfy the heart, then what the heck, I give up. I give up. Okay God, since you're in the know, how do we do it your way then? What do I do? The author's answer is this: fear God and keep His commandments. And basically what God commands us to do is to love Him and to love one another. We should first seek God, know His word, and follow Him with humility and obedience. And with the love we receive from God, we love one another. Story time! Several weeks ago, I got to spend some quality time with a few relatives who came to visit for a short time. We had fun for one whole day, but they had to go home the next day, and when they left, there was a feeling of sadness in me. I do love me my alone times very much, but I do find joy in good company. This made me remember that life, devoid of healthy relationships and interactions with people, especially the ones we love, is quite pointless. So we shouldn't take these moments for granted. Moments like these are what make life in this world worthwhile. So if you feel like life is meaningless, do these things. Number 1 is connect with God. Connect with the person of love Himself. Get meaning straight from the source. And the only way to connect with God is through His Son Jesus. Jesus is the only way to the Father. Number 2, connect with people. Reach out to spend time with people, even outside your family, friends, church, community. Ask them how you can serve. Ask them what you can give to them. Third, additionally, disconnect from social media and connect with nature instead. Social media can make you feel even more that your life is meaningless. When you see other people happy, just living their best life and looking like they got it all together, it may seem that your life sucks just because you're not that happy or that successful. Instead, connect with nature. Nature is so beautiful. Take a nature trip, go ride a bike, go to the beach, climb a mountain, get indoor plants, play with your pet, or just even take a look outside your window, look at the sunset. You can see that taking breaks and delighting in God's creation can reset your mind. And sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you just need a break or some good food maybe. Enjoy it. It's a care package from God. Personally, there are times when my life doesn't feel all that meaningful. But then I remember I have Jesus. Yeah, I'm good. I have everything my heart needs. And honestly, the feeling of meaninglessness quickly goes away. If you're a Christian who feels like life is meaningless, it's a sign that you need to reconnect with God. You may not have control over your life, but God does. When I feel like my life is meaningless, I just remember Jesus. I look at Him, I look at His humble and gentle heart, and He just reassures me beyond my feelings and comprehension that He is with me and everything will be okay. I don't have to have the answers. I don't have to be the one in control. I don't have to labor in vain. I just have to hold His hand and walk with Him. And this is something that I truly enjoy. Spending time with God and spending time with the people that He gave me to love definitely make this life worth living. A life lived outside of God is lived in vain and in misery. Even if you think you have everything, there's always something missing. There's always this hidden fear of the unknown. When you seek God and when you get to know who He is, you'll never want to settle for a lesser life, a life without Him in it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.